Welcome back to Cooking Yama, everyone. I don't know about all of you, but after that Dungeness crab and Thai green curry we made last week, I feel like everything just doesn't taste as good anymore. With that in mind, today we're going to cleanse our palates, so to speak, by taking it down a notch and preparing a classic, the New York strip. Now I know what you're all thinking. How do I like my steak, and what if it's different than how you prefer it? Rest assured, if you follow this recipe, you'll end up with a great tasting steak regardless of whether you like it rare or well done. And in case you're still wondering, I like mine medium rare. One of the most crucial steps in preparing the strip steak is thawing. Steaks are frozen quickly to lock in the freshness and flavor, so let's not put that to waste, and bring them to room temperature the proper way. You want to leave them in the fridge overnight, for around 12 to 16 hours. You can take this opportunity to marinate too, if you're into that sort of thing. After this, you'll want to remove the steak from the packaging or marinade and set it on a plate on a counter for around 20 minutes. Don't be alarmed if it smells or looks dark when you initially take it out. You'll find that as it warms up to room temperature, the meat begins to bloom and the smell goes away. This is completely normal. Before we go and sear it, we'll need to season it. The best part about a good steak is that there are infinitely many ways to season it, and everyone has their favorite. Today I'm just going to use some salt and cracked pepper, and maybe a little bit of minced garlic. At this point, you want to sear the steaks before throwing them in the oven. I recommend using a pair of tongs for this, as using a fork can poke holes through which moisture can be lost. You want to sear the steak for the shortest amount of time you can manage, a minute or less per side. We don't want the meat to cook, we only want to develop some flavors. From here, we move the steak to a preheated oven to broil for around 5 minutes, or until internal temperature hits 140 degrees Fahrenheit, or, for those of you no longer using the outdated imperial system of measurements, 60 degrees Celsius. You'll notice that I'm using some birch as a fuel source, as it's clean burning and lends a light flavor. You'll know the steak is finished when it turns brown. And just like that, with no hassle and in no time, we have a perfect steak. Join us next time when we kick things up a notch and I show you how to make my fun and delicious spin on coq au vin using fingerling potatoes and homemade muscadine wine. So long!